Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another reading my fan fiction for you. I'm going to start one of my longer fan fictions this time. It's one that's based on a really old live journal 50 prompts challenge. So there are 50 chapters to this thing, not all of them super long, so I'll probably do multiple segments in each recording depending on how long each segment actually is. The story series, whatever, that this is based on is Gothic, which is one of my favorite animes ever. So that was part of why I ended up writing the fan fiction in the first place. I was like, oh, I just love this series. I want to write stuff about it. But anyways, based on a live journal challenge, it was 50 prompts, each basically one word, and then you tried to write a segment based on that. I've got a couple others that work with that too, but this Gothic one is probably my favorite and actually one of my more popular fan fictions on fanfiction.net too. So anyways, without any further ado, let's hop into Lace and Shaggy Locks. 1. Sleep. Victorica shivers beneath the thin blanket, her only comfort in the cold, dark cell. The moon beams faint light into the cell. It is hard and cold, the stone beneath her unforgiving. She squints her eyes shut, an attempt to forget the world that she has been trapped in for so long. It is the only home she has ever been given, but she hates it. She craves a home of warmth, but that is not what she finds here. Here there is only hard stone and the books her father has designated acceptable for her to read. Her body shudders again, prying her eyes open. Despite her wish to sleep, she feels control slipping from her, the shuddering shakes of her freezing body no longer within her power to resist. Victorica lays on the hard stone floor and shivers, illuminated by the moon. She freezes the night away. Sleep eludes her weary form. Alright. 2 is love. Victorica, Cujo's breathless voice calls as he races up the stairs. I've got a present for you. He arrives breathlessly at the top of the stairs, almost flinging himself to the ground as he tries to stop before crashing into the pile of books Victorica has left there. He is only partially successful, finishing in a messy sprawl on top of the books he didn't knock out of the stack. Victorica's gaze flickers over to him. Baka, she pronounces. Cujo lifts himself from the stack of books, brushing himself off with accentuated nonchalance. Today he will not let Victorica get to him. What did you get for me? She asks, her attention appearing to be on the book in front of her. She turns a page and waits for his response. Cujo grins, sidestepping the stack of books and kneeling in front of Victorica. Victorica stares at him. Still grinning, Cujo presents a bouquet of yellow flowers with small round heads to Victorica. Buttercups, he announced proudly. My country doesn't have them. I thought you would like to see them too. Victorica's expression hardens. And why would I want them? I live in this garden, and they are flowers native to my home. Just because they are foreign to you does not make them special to me. Cujo's smile falters. Oh, I see. He sounds ashamed. Next time, bring me a present to cure my boredom or a life-threatening case you've involved yourself in. I won't see you again until you do. Victorica turns her head away from Cujo and lifts her chin. Her arms are crossed across her chest. I understand, Victorica, Cujo murmurs a little sadly. He stands and reluctantly walks away towards the stairs. Leave the flowers, she commands. He nods a bit perplexed and lays them on the stack of books. Victorica waits until Cujo is descending the stairs. She stands up and walks to the buttercups lying on the books. She scoops them up, sniffs them, and crushes them to her chest. No one has ever given her flowers before. Alright, and I think I'll do one more for this section. So this is 3, and its prompt was pain. Victorica laughs and flails in her attempt to flick his forehead back. Cujo remembers as he darts out of the range of her reach that she did not always laugh so easily, that once this was so painful to her, the retaliation was her only option. Now she plays it as a game, Cujo! She shrieks with laughter in her voice. She leaps to her feet to chase after him more easily. Cujo grins. Her hair, once golden, now silver, seems to float behind her as she chases him. He has always loved her hair. He is distracted from the chase as he watches it. Victorica stands in front of him. She rises as high as she can, going onto her tiptoes and managing to flick his neck. Cujo blinks in surprise before he begins to cough, his airway briefly affected by her attack. He rubs his neck, wincing as the coughing subsides. That hurt! He wheezes loudly, reaching out to swipe at Victorica. She dances away from his swinging hand. You started it, she grumbles, all her mirth evaporating in an instant. Her cheeks are faintly red, giving away her embarrassment at hurting him. Noticing his scrutiny, she turns away from him. She flattens herself to the ground and starts to roll. Cujo laughs, remembering when she had done something similar years ago. Victorica stops rolling and looks through her now messy hair at him. What? I was bored. His laughter doubles him over. Alright, so that's my first 3 chapter parts, prompts, whatever, of my licensed Shaggy Locks piece. Again, it is one of my more popular ones on the fanfiction site, so it seemed like a good one to transfer over. There are, again, 50 prompts, so there will be quite a few more of these. Maybe some of them will end up being one piece, because I do think a few of the prompts are a little bit longer. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's pretty much all I've got for today. Hopefully you didn't mind my pronunciation of names. I did watch Gothic in Japanese. I'm sort of an anime purist, that way I prefer them in Japanese. And so hopefully me seeing it as Victorica, which is what it sounds like in the anime, and is how I hear her name, even though that's not really how it's spelled if you were going for the actual French pronunciation and all that. Or even the English anime, if there is an English version of it yet, I don't know. But anyways, I call her Victorica because that's how the name sounds to me in my head after having watched it in Japanese. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll come back with more of these sometime soon. This is the Umlaut Herper signing out.